Hey everybody, it's Harry from Slap with Daddy BBQ again. I am making this video to thank you all for helping me reach a very big milestone for me. We hit 100,000 subscribers, so I wanted to kind of talk to you about it. Also to thank you and also to announce a giveaway that I will have at the end and future plans for my channel. I would like to begin by reading you some of the many comments you were kind enough to send to my channel. Mr. Beans, are you paying attention? He's waiting for his brisket. Harry Soo, I smoked my first 2 racks today on my dad's smoker. He passed away a couple of years ago. I'm sorry to hear that, Brandon. And everyone loved my dad's ribs. It was an amazing feeling to be able to give everyone something my dad was so passionate about. I really appreciate all the tips you share on your videos. Thank you. I've been watching barbecue videos for many years and they are generally a waste of time for me as they provide no new information or techniques. I'm so glad your video finally popped up in my searches and thus finding this awesome source to take my already great barbecue to the next level. I'm very grateful for you to share some of your competition tips and taking us through your experiments to find the best products and techniques. Thank you, Harry Capitalized. So these types of comments are pretty typical from what I get, although I get a few small percentage of comments who are not so kind. Everybody out there has been really supportive of my channel and I really want to thank you all. This is my 100,000 subscriber thank you episode and I want to thank you, my sponsors and my helpers for helping grow my tiny little channel into 100,000 subs. When I started to post regularly in 2018 after I set a New Year resolution, I never imagined that so many people would watch my homemade videos made on just my cell phone with really not a lot of production nor equipment. My goal was actually kind of twofold, right? One, to make a tiny difference in the world by spreading barbecue love and sharing what I know. I've been fortunate to win many barbecue contests and awards all over America, as well as being on several TV shows. Hey, Mr. Beans, you just need love, huh? I know you need love. Like a little brisket love later. You know that I care for you because I respond to almost all your comments while holding down my day job. For those of you who know me, I work in IT. I build data centers for a living. I spend a lot of my nights and weekends making videos, doing classes, going to barbecue events, and traveling and doing trips. And you see that featured in my vlogs. People ask me why I spend almost every waking moment, night and day, the past 2 years working on this channel. And the answer actually is twofold. Number one, I really want you to master barbecue, so that you can spread more love, kindness, understanding, and tolerance in the world. And the second reason that I started the channel was to see if I could use YouTube as a barbecue philanthropy engine to generate funds for the charities I support and the programs that I'm passionate about, such as the lifestyles or life skills grilling programs that I started up in Northern California. After 2 years and growing my channel to 100,000 subscribers and 270 odd videos, I succeeded in my first goal of spreading barbecue love, but failed really badly in my second goal of raising money for barbecue philanthropy, because over the past 24 months, putting out almost 270 videos, I actually have been running at a loss. I've spent more money making the 260 videos than I have been receiving revenue from YouTube. I made the assumption a couple of years ago that if I were to spend between $1,500 to $2,500 a month putting out content, that somehow I would reach the critical mass necessary to cross the line where I could actually move into a positive cash flow area. But after 2 years of trying, I have not been successful. For example, the recent episode you saw that I posted, which was the whole hog, mini whole hog on the smoke fire, that took me about 20 hours to create. And that video YouTube sent me a whole whopping $35.44 for that video. And the hog cost $140 before even adding my time and any of the supplies I used. I also actually tried to use Patreon, and I have about 8 tiers of Patreon. And unfortunately, the Patreon option hasn't really done really well either, because I have sponsorship starting even as low as $1 a month to help me on my channel. The report I have to give you from Patreon was that although I'm very thankful to my Patreon sponsors, the total revenue from Patreon from last month was $23.41. So what I'm telling you is that I have a lot of loyal fans like you who watch my content. They find it entertaining and useful, and I really enjoy exchanging comments and chatting with you. Financially, I can't justify continuing my channel. And one side of me is struggling with the other side, in the sense that on one side, I want to continue to share barbecue love and produce content. But on the other side, the objective of doing barbecue philanthropy is really not being met. So I'm trying to balance two sides of my channel. One is to continue to spread barbecue love, and the second is to be able to cover my costs and continue to help the charities I support. And I really am having to stop and think, what is the purpose of what I'm doing and how best I should use my time, because creating the content isn't really helping my other pursuit, which is barbecue philanthropy. One of the sensible options that I really have to think about is that should I stop the channel putting out new content and then focus my efforts on other ways to generate money for barbecue philanthropy. And one of the things I'm considering is that instead of losing money every month, I should actually take the money and just donate to charity. That would make things a lot simpler rather than trying to keep the channel running. So if you think that I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. And if you want me to continue to produce new content, you can take a look also at my Patreon page to see if you might want to help me. I know that a lot of people come to YouTube and they want content for free, and I totally respect that. I'm just letting you know that the assumptions that I made to try to use YouTube revenue to fund my expenses on my channel isn't gonna cut it. So I've been running at a loss for 2 years. So I have to ask myself, do I continue to run at a loss, and how long can I run at a loss before I can reach a critical milestone to be able to generate enough revenue? I know that some of my counterparts up there, they have 1 million subscribers, and every video they post has 1 million views. Like I met with Mikey Chen. Mikey Chen on the average has 3 or 4 million views per video. So he definitely can cover his costs. But on my tiny channel, my videos typically get between say 5 to 10,000 views. And I know you guys are really hardcore and you really enjoy the content, but that type of a viewership, YouTube doesn't think is really that big. So the truth of the matter is, although my content appeals to a very small niche audience, the niche audience are hardcore people who want to know and cook really high quality competition barbecue is too small. And I've been watching other channels that provide simple content, short little videos. They don't go really deep. In a way, I kind of call them bubblegum videos. They don't really get deep. My content is only appealing to a very small audience according to YouTube. And because of that, my views aren't that great. So YouTube rewards me accordingly. So that's the reality of the matter. Nothing I can do to change that, because you come to my channel because that's the content I produce. I don't do sort of the foo-foo, quick, fast kinds of videos. I know like Gordon Ramsay, I follow him on the channel. He can shoot a video and put out a dish in about 90 seconds. So for me, I can't, because I tend to be very long-winded to explain to you all the ins and outs of every single dish that I make. So I want to thank you all for your support, and my 4 Patreon sponsors and all my equipment sponsors the past couple of years, including Jealous Devil Charcoal, we had Dal Strong Knives, we have Mangalista Pork, Sharp Gourmet Cooking Woods, grill gates, Snake River, Pit Barrel, Grill Gun, Barbecue Dragon, PK Drill, and many others who have helped me grow my channel into 100,000 subscribers. So what's coming next on my channel is I have to decide whether I want to run the channel and pay to share barbecue love, or whether I can continue financially to create videos. I have to kind of figure that all out. And, I have to remind myself that financially, the prudent thing to do is to stop and take the losses every month and actually donate that to charity, and then focus my time and effort to other means of generating barbecue philanthropy. So that's kind of what I'm mulling over. If you guys have suggestions for me on how to proceed, let me know. If you guys have questions about the Patreon page, also let me know. I'm looking to you to help me continue to create content for this channel in a financially sensible way for me. I think that sometimes sharing my knowledge and sharing with you, I always ask myself a question, Harry, is this just your ego talking? Because, maybe I need to let go my ego and not let my ego get the better of me in terms of running this channel for the wrong reasons. Because I could save money and then I can better benefit my charities by, rather than making YouTube videos at a financial loss. So I just have to share with you because that's the financial reality of running a YouTube channel. I run my experiment for 2 years and this is where I reached. And I thought 100,000 might cut it for financially, but the reality of the numbers, the answer is no. So I have to be brutally honest to myself and to be honest with you. I have a backlog of videos that I'll be posting, and after that, if my financial situation doesn't improve, then I may be compelled to stop, not by choice, because I love you guys, I love to cook, I love to put out my content to you, but the financial reality will obviously set in after 24 months. But don't forget, I'm a very resourceful person, and I'll find other ways to spread barbecue love and financially help the charities that I'm passionate about. So thank you guys for watching my 100,000 subscriber thank you episode. And I've been thinking about how I can thank you all for helping my channel reach this milestone. And I realized that, giving you something is not going to be helpful. So what I've decided to do is, I know that a lot of you have benefited from the tips and techniques I taught you. And I taught you all to go out to the world and spread barbecue love in the world. So for those of you who want to send me a little story in the comment below on this video to tell me how learning barbecue from me helped you spread some barbecue love in this world, either with your family, your friends, your coworkers, your neighbors, your community, how you use what you learned from me to spread barbecue love, especially to the first responders during this terrible COVID crisis, especially to law enforcement, to the firefighters, the paramedics, and the healthcare personnel. So if you write me a little story, don't make it too long, maybe, a couple paragraphs of what my channel has helped you do to spread more love and kindness in the world, I'll pick the story that I like the best. And I'll tell you what, when this COVID crisis is over, I will hop on a plane, get into my car, and head on to your house to throw a little class, a little party, a little get-together, a little potluck with you to thank you for continuing to spread barbecue love and to use my tips and techniques for the greater good of humanity. So how's that? How cool is that? So I'm going to make an offer that if we can work it out in terms of the logistics and travel, I'll come to your home or to your place and help you put on a thank you party to all the people that you have touched, or the people that you are helping, or the people you are acknowledging, especially any of those first responders in this terrible COVID pandemic, after we are allowed to go back to life as normal. So I love you guys, love making videos for you guys. Love, chatting, exchanging comments, because as I grow in my barbecue journey, I want you to come along and I help you to grow, because I learn as much from you as you learn from me. So I love you all. Thanks for supporting my channel. So please stay home, stay safe, and cook barbecue.